We've all seen an AI generate a face. A happy face, a sad one, an angry one. But let's be honest, that's not a performance, is it? It's basically a stock photo. Today, we're going to go way beyond those generic expressions. We're learning how to direct acting, how to prompt for a real character performance that actually tells a story. So, how do we make that jump? Let's dive in. There's this fantastic saying that animators have. We don't animate characters, we animate acting. And that, right there, is our guiding principle today. The very first place that acting begins, long before any animation happens, is in the storyboard. That's where you, as the artist, start making those crucial choices about performance.
And this slide, wow, it just nails the whole problem we're solving. On the left, you've got your basic request, an angry face, and the AI gives you, well, an angry face. It's like a piece of clip art. But look at the right, a stoic warrior's controlled fury. See the difference? That's not just an emotion, it's a character in a moment. One is just an image, the other, that's a story. And that's the leap we're going to make right now.
So how do we get there? Well, we've got to start with the fundamentals. Think of this next part as us building the essential toolkit for every AI director. We're going to master the foundational expressions that are the basis for, well, pretty much every performance you can imagine. Okay, so according to the psychologist Paul Ekman, these 6 expressions are recognized by people all over the world, in every culture. This is our raw material, our primary colors, if you will. But the real magic is in the details. Notice how a real, genuine smile, what they call a Duchenne smile, isn't just the mouth, it's in the eyes. You get those crow's feet. Anger isn't just a frown, it's the whole package. The tense jaw, the tightened eyelids. These are the basic notes we're going to use to create a whole symphony of emotion. Now listen up, because if you only take one thing away from this whole explainer, I want it to be this. The eyes are everything. They are the absolute window into what a character is really feeling inside. A character can fake a smile, they can clench their jaw to look tough, but the truth will almost always leak out through their eyes. Mastering the eyes is the key to everything.
And here's a perfect illustration of that point. Just by changing one thing, the intensity of the eyes, you completely change the meaning. Wide eyes, that could be awe, or it could be sheer terror. Narrow them just a little, and suddenly you've got suspicion or intense focus. Soften them for love, harden them for pure, unshakable resolve. We're not talking about complicated facial muscles here. It's all about one specific, incredibly powerful detail.
Okay, so we've got the face and we've got the eyes down. But a performance doesn't just stop at the neck, right? A real character acts with their entire body. So let's level up and start pulling in those tiny, fleeting micro-expressions and even full-body posture.
So what in the world is a micro-expression? Well, think of it like this. It's that tiny, split-second flash of how a character truly feels before their brain can catch up and slap on a social mask. This is the secret to showing internal conflict. It's how you let the audience know that a character is lying, or terrified, or secretly overjoyed, even when they're trying to look completely neutral. Let's walk through this little 3-part story here. It's a perfect storyboard example. Okay, panel 1, the flash. For just a fraction of a second, we see pure, raw fear on their face. Then, panel 2, the mask. Bam, it's gone. The character immediately covers it up with a calm expression, but it's too late. Panel 3, the discovery. Someone else saw it, and you can tell by their narrowed eyes that they know the truth. That's a whole dramatic scene right there, all told with a single micro-expression. And of course, we can't forget posture. I mean, you can read a character's entire state of mind just from their body language. A confident hero? They stand tall, chest open, just taking up space. A defeated character? They physically shrink, their shoulders slump. These aren't just poses, they are literally the physical shape of an emotion. Now here's where it all comes together. The real key is combining all these little elements into one powerful prompt. Just read this one with me. We have the facial mask, that forced, casual smile. We have the eye tell, the eyes darting away for a second. And the body language, that hand touching the neck, a classic self-soothing gesture. This prompt doesn't just ask for a lying face, it directs a complex, believable performance of someone trying and failing to hide the truth.
All right, we've got our tools. Universal expressions, the power of the eyes, micro-expressions, body language. Now for the really fun part. We're going to put it all together to direct performances that aren't just believable, but are totally unique to one specific character.
So, to get us in the right mindset, let me ask you a question. Imagine you have 3 totally different characters, and they all get the exact same piece of terrible news. How do they react? The event is the same, right? But the acting has to be different.
And boom, here's the answer. Our stoic warrior, they lock it all down. Just a clenched jaw, maybe a single twitch by the eye. The prompt for them is all about control. The emotional empath, they just crumble right away. Their prompt is all about total vulnerability. And the calculating villain? Ha! A flicker of concern, maybe, but it's immediately replaced by tactical analysis. They're already planning their next 3 moves. Now that is character-specific acting.
And if you want to get even more detailed, you can add another layer. Age. A little kid having a tantrum is just pure, unfiltered rage. A teenager's anger, it might be a bit performative, very self-aware. An adult's anger is usually more controlled, more layered. And an elderly character, their anger could be this quiet, deep-seated thing, expressed with very little movement. A character's whole life story is written right there on their face.
Okay, so this is all great, but how do you keep it all straight? How do you make sure your characters act consistently from one scene to the next? Well, you create a system. This final section is all about turning these ideas into a practical workflow you can actually use by building a character-specific expression library.
Here's a perfect example for, let's say, a gritty detective named Marcus. His version of happy isn't some big, cheesy grin. No, it's a rare, small, one-sided smile that never quite reaches his tired eyes. And when he's lying, he overcompensates, making unusually direct eye contact. See? By defining these specific tells for your character, you're creating a blueprint that ensures they feel like the same person across your entire story.
And to make it even easier for you, here are 3 super powerful templates you can start using right away. The nuance reaction template is for combining all the things we just talked about. The transition expression template helps you detail that shift from one feeling to the next. And the suppressed emotion template is your go-to for showing that internal conflict using micro-expressions. Think of these as your shortcuts to being a great director.
So we'll end with this thought. Look, any tool can generate an image. That's the easy part. The real question, the important question, is can you use that tool to direct a performance? Can you guide it to create a real moment, a flash of genuine emotional truth that actually moves an audience? After today, I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be a loud and clear yes.